Okay. But the way people are reacting about Samay Raina's special is insane to me. Let's talk about it. Like, he delivered what people were asking him to deliver for years. Like, he talked about what's been happening behind the scenes, his family trauma, and like what his upbringing was like, and everything like that. But like, people are saying, especially certain wing people are saying, he's milking his trauma. Like, be real for a second. Come on. I'm not a comedian. I don't know how it's like, but from what I have seen from the West and even from here, people always use their like reality, their trauma, their pain, their chaos, whatever, into their art. Okay, even normal artists would say these things, right? I'm not making it up, right? I'm just confused. But like, people usually like go within and like, come up with like something really painful and turn it into something humorous, and it sells because it's authentic, it's real, and it's kind of funny to laugh at the things that have happened, because we can't change it. We can be humorous about it. And suddenly when he does it, people have a problem because it doesn't align with people's POV of the political climate or what has actually happened. And it's again not milking anything, and it's again not lying about stuff. It has actually happened, and you can call it whatever you want. It has actually happened, and it's a factual thing. There's so many evidence, like so many evidence. It's not even like me and you talking about it and like making this up. It has happened. Okay, there are proofs. Again, if it was like, oh my god, this happened to me and that happened to me and I made mistakes, so please justify my mistakes and understand me. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. It was like, hey, this has happened to me, and let's make it in a way where like I inspire you and we can talk about it, and you will know like what has happened. Like, you will not be in the dark basically, and like you will know the tea. And that's what people wanted, right? Like, all of the Latent fans. Again, I have not watched the show and I don't think it's for me, so I'm not going to watch the show. I think season 2 is coming. I don't know. Okay, the point is, it's not for me, so I'm not gonna watch it. And I've also made a video about like people picking apart jokes of professional comedians, and I have talked about it at length. Like, I don't think comedians should be under this much scrutiny, because they are meant, they're this is their livelihood. Okay, they're meant to make jokes, they're meant to like talk about real shit but make it funny. And sometimes it can be offensive, but if you're going to watch stand-up and pay so much money to watch something, why in the world would you get offended? Because jokes are jokes, it's not real, even if it's his perception of certain things. And I don't think it's his perception, because there is like proof backing all of it. Also, the whole milking the trauma part has like irked me so much. Like, people are not allowed to talk about their experiences and what they have faced and why they are the way they are and what their family has gone through and why they have certain beliefs. Like, people are not allowed to talk about these things. Like, I thought we live in a democratic country, but I guess not. Because if a left person is saying something, then yes, we need to hear it, because oh my god, sympathize with the kids who are dying. But if someone is telling like, hey, we were 5% and we would have been dead, that's milking trauma. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Total sense. For people on Reddit who are saying, oh my god, I'm so grateful that I did not spend 2000 for this show, it wasn't even funny, it was so boring, blah blah blah. Again, you don't have to find it funny, you don't even have to pay for it, you don't even have to enjoy it. But saying that he cannot speak on certain things is insane to me. Okay, and again, we talk about democracy in ways like, oh, people should eat beef and porn should be legal and blah blah blah. But at the same time, when someone is just talking about what has happened to them and their family and their ancestors, it suddenly becomes a problem. I do not understand how. And how is it a manipulation? I do not understand. People are just going off, and the PR of this side is crazy. I also feel like left are also very privileged people. Okay, like, you have gone through a lot of privileged things and you've not seen real world, and you don't know what happens in the real world, because you see a lot of things which are really polished. And again, enjoy your privilege, I'm all for that, but at the same time, do not discount someone else's experience just because it doesn't align with you. And it's not a manipulation, not everything is a manipulation. Okay, but what is happening on Reddit is definitely a manipulation, because someone is saying, oh, great show, then someone is saying, oh my god, I'm grateful I did not waste 2000. And this post is repeated on stand-up comedy subreddit, insta celebs gossip, and everywhere else. Okay, All in all, I feel like people are just uncomfortable with the truth and something that doesn't align with them. Like if you don't follow the script, if you don't say free Palestine, then suddenly you are the problem, and you hate kids, and you don't want people to survive, and you hate humanity. But if you oh my god, if talk about your trauma and like how your ancestors were like threatened to be killed or convert or run away, they chose to save themselves, and then you talk about it. If his next seven generation talks about it, I feel like it's fair because their ancestors have gone through that. You and I, we haven't faced that, but at least we can see history books and we can see what has happened in our country, so we can say like, yeah, okay, fine, this happened. But at the same time, we have not gone through the pain, we have not gone through this kind of trauma. Like imagine building so much, okay, all your life struggling, building, sacrificing so much, and suddenly overnight you have to leave, otherwise you won't survive, and your family ends here tonight if you don't leave everything behind. Imagine that kind of trauma. Imagine like imagine like leaving your identity, leaving everything you stood for, leaving your place, leaving your birthright, essentially. Like, and so, and people are not allowed to talk about it. That's crazy. But talk about free Palestine, put it in your bio. Yeah, come on, do that. Again, it's not that deep. He told a story. Some people related to it, some people connected to it, some people hated it. That's it. Move on. Stop with the negative PR. Stop calling it milking trauma. Stop calling it like no one is interested. He's boring. It wasn't. Yes, it said a comedy special because it's a keyword, people. The algo loves that, but at the same time, it was just him talking to a lot of people and talking about what people have been asking. He was giving answers and he was saying, well, this happened and this FIR happened, and then he said this 8 times. Like he talked about everything and not just his family history. He talked about what has, he has been through, what he has seen. How is it a problem? I do not understand. People just love to hate anything that is right, and you love to criticize the government. At the same time, you love enjoying what government has to offer. I don't remember in last 2 decades people were enjoying anything like that. Since 2014 we are enjoying a lot of amazing things, but no one is going to appreciate that. That's funny to me. But yeah, talk about what Mahatma Gandhi did. Yeah, like 70 years ago, 60 years ago. Yeah, talk about that, but don't talk about what the current government is doing, because it doesn't align with the script. I understand that. I completely do. But at the same time, don't enjoy the benefits if you don't like the government. Just leave the country. It'll be fine. I promise.